the tire pressure monitor fault warning in your F-150 is exactly the same as the tire pressure sensor fault. So this is just other wording for the same error message. And when you see this error message, usually you don't see the PSI for 1 or 2 wheels or maybe for all wheels. So this is the problem with the TPMS system. And actually the most common reason for that is the TPMS sensor issue. So the sensor may have a low battery, they have batteries inside, and for most Ford OEM sensors you cannot replace the battery, you will need to replace the entire sensor. In some aftermarket sensors you can actually replace the battery, and replacing this faulty sensor that doesn't send the readings will actually help. But there is one very weird problem with Ford vehicles made after 2021 that are also equipped with the navigation system. So this navigation system works through the TCU, or Telematic Communication Unit. And this TCU also has the dedicated battery and some connections that can get corroded, and also the software that can get faulty. And as Ford claims, there can be this problem with this TCU unit that somehow triggers the TPMS warning. So the long story short, what you need to do, you need to pull out the TCU fuse in your Ford F-150 to reset this module, or you will need to disconnect the battery for several minutes to reset all modules in your car, and probably this will help you solve the issue with the TPMS warning. And actually this helped several times when I saw this message on the dash of the F-150. Also, there is one special problem with the Ford OEM Ford TPMS sensors. They stop working at the temperatures over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you live in hot states, it's very likely that if you see this message only during the day, when the temperature is hot, this is your problem, and you just need to buy newer sensors. Now, in most cases, Ford dealership will tell you that these sensors are not covered by the drivetrain warranty, and they will not give you the free sensors, but you can file a complaint with Ford, and you can write in this complaint that this is a safety issue, and this should be covered by the warranty. I also know one such case that worked pretty well, and the person got 4 free sensors, and also the labor was free in the Ford dealership. And also sometimes people get this message after software updates. If this happens to you after software update, there is no problem with the TPMS sensor or anything. This is the problem with the software. You need to go back to the dealership and let the mechanics deal with this issue, because it's obviously the problem with the update.